Hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to the Spell Brigade Early Access. Came out a couple of days ago, and I finally got around to checking it out. It is a cooperative bullet heaven that at least gives me some serious Shadow Wizard Money Gang vibes. I'm going to be playing it solo, but you can actually play it with friends. The fun bit... oh? Cancel? I don't want to find a squad. I don't want to play with people. Oh, is it something I have to tick off here? I see. Okay. Now we can just dive in. I like the idea of it being 4-player multiplayer. I think that's kind of fun. The fact that it has just matchmaking, so it'll just put you with other people, is kind of neat as well. But I don't think I'm going to be messing with that personally, just because, I don't know. At least not for now. Maybe I'll, like, involve some audience members or something. Let's see. Ooh. Right, I forgot this has infinite scaling to some degree. At least random passive stat bonuses. I also just love this Sun Wizard. I don't know, just the way they move around is great. More games need silly wizards, and that instantly just makes this that much more of a... I don't want to say an interesting game. I guess let's go for the spell size. It's just the aesthetic carries it hard in a lot of ways. A lot of bullet heavens really just kind of limit themselves to like, hey, we're slightly nicer looking than vampire survivors, or we just look like vampire survivors, and that's always kind of a downer. I think reducing spell cooldown just increases the tick rate, and this thing already has an insane tick rate, so we can just blitz it out pretty quick. Mostly I want to give it a huge AoE, but we'll see what I can grab. But yeah, for the whole, like, must look at least vaguely like vampire survivors, it's not really much of a selling point anymore, but to have, like, a very clear aesthetic in mind, and also silly wizards, instantly makes it just, like, that much more appealing. Okay, new spell, Necro Whirl, large energy zones that deteriorate anything within. I like that, actually. Let's go with this. So one thing I gotta watch out for, I absolutely can hurt myself. It's got friendly fire. We do have a little bit of regen, so it's not that bad. But, do not stand in the damage zones. I'll admit it's a little silly that the Necro Whirl... Oh, I wonder if its, abilities are colored based on the character you're playing as. I was gonna say it's a little silly that the Necro Whirl... I do like the 9% movement speed. Yeah, let's go for it. Silly that the Necro Whirl is this, like, big light field. I was assuming it would be, like, green energy. But I actually wonder if the colors are themed after the character you're playing as. So, like, first player has golden energy, or this sun guy has golden energy or something. That might be the case. Now, do we have any events that have popped up yet? I don't think so. Okay, retrieve the bewitched fungi. Okay, locate and collect the scattered mushrooms and restore balance. Yeah, I like the bonus events as just kind of a, like, here's an objective for you to work on. Let's go for that spell cooldown. I'm curious how they handled the, let's see, the reward system for this. Oh, we've got 2 whole minutes to do it, too. That should make it reasonably easy. There you go. I want to grab a little bit more pickup radius, too, at some point. Oh, pickup radius does not work on the mushrooms. I wish, while I was running around, I wish I could actually use the right stick to pan the camera, just slightly, just so I could look around. I understand why I can't. It feels like that could actually be kind of busted for this sort of thing. But I currently don't have anything else I can do to interact with the game. And so having the ability to pan the camera around and be like, oh, what's over there? Oh... yeah, having that ability would be kind of nice. Oh, right, those are the explodey boys. Stay away. Wonder if experience disappears. I guess, no, at least, as far as I can tell, it doesn't. So, completed an objective. What do we get? Augment your spells. Ooh! Your spells damage converts to healing when hitting your teammates or yourself. Yo, whirls move towards enemies, or we get a bonus. This was actually one of my biggest complaints, is that the bonus objectives were not at all interesting. I like the idea of my worlds moving towards enemies, but I'm actually going to make it so they heal me. So that means that I can freely walk through Necro Whirl, and I can also invest in maxing out my AoE sizes as much as I possibly can. I wonder if my character AoE can actually harm allies. I'd have to play this multiplayer to tell. Let's see. Increase spell size, or this is just all spell sizes. I think I'm going to go for this one. One thing to note is that spells have, I think as far as I can tell, an upper limit. Oh, that healing is nice. I've got a little bit of regen here, but if I can just stand in my Necro Whirls to heal me up, that's even more practical. Because it's a fair bit of healing, too. But yeah, one of my biggest complaints about the bonus objectives, those mushrooms, and all the other events that will pop up over the course of the run, is that they were not boring. They were kind of fun. It was a nice little extra thing. Epic upgrade, decrease spell cooldown. I think this is just, once again, the tick rate on this. What's that one? It's the magnet upgrade. But the rewards were dull and uninteresting. I think it was just experience or like health potions and stuff. I love that weird hook dude. Spell size? No, let's go for luck. Because I think if you crank luck a bunch... Oh, is he healing? Yeah, he might be doing a heal. Okay, we do have a potion there. No, it's the green guys that heal. Okay. But yeah, I found the bonus objectives unrewarding. They didn't really feel like they were worth doing. But having it be one of those where you actually do get unique perks and bonuses for completing them, that instantly makes them so much more worthwhile and gives you that element of agency that I feel like every bullet heaven needs badly. Okay, these are all bad. I'm gonna just go for probably experience gain. I'm going to be playing, I guess, for a completely different bullet heaven, I'm going to be playing a lot of that Temtem Swarm that's coming out later this year. And this is kind of that perfect contrast. They both play fairly similarly. They both have online co-op. But instantly those, like, random upgrades make this game much more enticing. Because now those Necro Whirls actually are kind of useful for me, just as, like, an extra means of getting some healing. But then they're also useful purely from the perspective of, spell duration, base movement speed. I don't think we need the movement speed, so let's go for crit chance. Because if I can get that up to 100%, that's going to be extremely helpful. New objective. Seal the rift. Alright, let's get over to it. But yeah, now I'm actively looking forward to whenever I complete these bonus objectives to see what kind of cool goodies I can grab. And what I can do with my abilities. Because currently, yeah, my Necro Whirls are decent, my aura is decent, but maybe if I had it so that my auras, yeah, were also moving near enemies. You know, kind of basic, but especially if I can boost their duration or something, that becomes extremely powerful. Okay, objective completed. And what do we get? Whirls move towards enemies. Spells area increases in size the lower your max, or the lower your health, or just a basic upgrade. Let's just make it so my whirls move towards enemies. Dodge chance, pick up distance. And I cannot re-roll these. I'll just do dodge chance. The one problem is I am feeling a little weak. I don't know if we've actually killed these, like, weird... I'm gonna call them cauldron heads, though I don't actually know if that's really the correct way of describing them. Oops. Okay, we're good. Yeah, unfortunately I don't do that much damage here, which makes this a little tough. Base critical damage by 35%. I don't know what my crit chance is. Can I check? Crit chance is 28%, so actually boosting that crit damage is pretty good. It's still only a 10% damage boost, but once we get that crit chance up, then that's going to be a hell of a lot better. I need a bigger AoE is the big one. Okay. Let's just scoot. Let's just piss that guy off. Because he'll kill a bunch of them for me. Let's actually try and scoot over and grab what experience we can. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna do, Hex Bomb. Because my entire goal here is to go heavy on the AoEs. Yo. That was very good. That might have been because I blew up one of the explodey guys. Hard to tell. Okay. Spell size really needs some rerolls. The problem is I don't want to pick up these... I don't want to pick up common upgrades, if I can help it. Because we only get so many upgrades on our base spells here. There we go. I'm just going to tactically set off the exploders. Necro World. See, this is what I'm hoping for. And we only get a handful of those, and so I'd rather go for common character passives and high-tier spell upgrades. Alright, set those off. We might not kill the Shelders. They did not. Okay. Increase global spell size by 6. I could also just go for 15% spell damage. I think I'm going to go for that. Only because we desperately need it. And I want to get one of the first tier upgrades. I shouldn't be that picky. I was hoping I could blow up the exploders. Ooh. Oh, that's fine. Set that off. Grab the experience. Scoot through. Ow. I don't have that many health potions. Oh, there's another one over there. It's because we have a handful. Okay, Hex Bomb cooldown, Hex Bomb cooldown. Yeah, if I can just machine gun Hex Bombs out my butt, that might actually work out really well for me. Yeah, the other problem is I have to stay very close to my enemies to fight them. Hunt down the golden crab. 5,000 HP. Alright. Ow. Okay, so it's still... Oh, no. It itself has a slight... Oh, this sucks. We might not actually get this one. Unless it's just casually running away from me. At which point, I might actually be able to lead it places. And now that it's away from the greater horde, and my Necro Whirl seems very committed to killing it. Perfect. Hex Bomb, projectile split in 2, spell does an additional bounce. I'm absolutely going to just double the amount. The extra bounce would be good too. Oh wait, no, this is even better. It does the additional bounce and then splits into 2. Alright, so what do we want to do? Base crit damage, pick up, crit damage. I'm just gonna run away for a hot second. Just grab some experience. Seems like my pickup radius is actually huge. And once again, since experience does not go away... Ooh, that is a bunch of enemies chasing me, though. Since experience does not decay, there's no immediate rush to go pick up all the other experience I've missed. Solar Pulse, cooldown by 25% or spell size by 12. I gotta go for the spell size by 12. Because that affects all of my spells. There we go. Keep my distance. Just kind of shell things from behind. I was hoping to get the Solar Pulse AoE to be much bigger than it actually is. Ow. Well, at least it doesn't do the 600 damage that it does against my enemies. Well, some of them are starting to go off. Piss that off. Hex Bomb, spell size again. Yeah. Though I'm curious about spell size. Is it 12%? I'm not actually sure quite how the plus 12 works. Because it doesn't seem like it's as huge as I would have liked it to be. I would love to see a verbose mode. I think I will say that this for, like, every single Bullet Heaven, every single roguelike, every single game where you're picking upgrades. I would love verbose modes that are like, hey, this is going to increase your spell radius for this spell by, like, 5%. Okay, that's not that great. This one's going to boost it by 30%. Get big, son. Or even more than that. And it's like, oh, okay, that's very much what I want. Making informed decisions is nice. Ow. They've got very weak regen. And yeah, kind of downer. I like the idea of the solar... Let's go for the Arcane Broadsword. Because I think it just does a spin around me. Which synergizes reasonably well with the aura. Hex Bomb cooldown, spell duration. I'd like to go for the Hex Bomb cooldown, but I think we want to get Necro Whirl up. In retrospect, giving Necro Whirl the heal wasn't actually that good. Ow. Not sure what was hitting me. Namely because I'm just not going to be able to get in that AoE that often. Base damage by 15%. Yeah, that's helpful. It feels like we're starting to kill him a little faster. Okay, we don't want to trigger the Splody. Crit chance by a bit. The regen by 1 kind of would have been nice. But we got some health potions I can rely on in the meantime. Oh, we have a rift to neutralize. Hey, and we also have a magnet. That's helpful. Okay, base damage, Hex Bomb spell size. Base crit damage by 20%. No. I'm not going to sabotage myself to that degree. Ow. Should probably actually hang out and heal. I might not survive this one. Ow. Some kind of projectile. Okay. The portal is resetting slowly. I'll just go for it. Okay. Infuse your spell with fire? Absolutely. So I think we unlocked lightning infusions as well. Ah, didn't get it. Oh. But I forgot I have some revives. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this one. There's just too many enemies. How did I not get hit there? Yeah, I think this rift is no good for me. There's just too many enemies and they're too tanky. Okay, base critical damage. Sure. Yeah, at least the fire damage is pretty good, but no dice. At least that's super helpful. Increase armor by 36. Yo? Think I'm just gonna go for... If I have nothing else, I'll just go for Hex Bomb. Okay. Yeah, no, we're not getting it. Hell, I might not even survive the next bit here. At least I got a couple of health potions that I could get eventually. And it does feel like I'm getting to the point where I can maybe kill some of these guys. I think the big problem is the aura just never scaled in terms of damage as much as I needed it to. I'm not... Was that the enemy projectile that hit me there? Might have been. Oh, what was that? Scroll? Imbue this relic. Armor increased by an amount equal to your current level. Health every time you dodge attack. Less health you have, the more your movement speed. I like the idea of evasion mend. That could be really good. I'm gonna go for joint protection just because, at least at the moment, that's very helpful. Yeah, was that a random treasure chest with a relic in it? Those are just things that you can find? Somebody had left a YouTube comment being like, yo, you should come back to this, it's improved dramatically. And I was like, yeah, by how much? I shouldn't be that dismissive, but you know, it's always one of those where like, how quickly can a developer improve a game this much? And the answer is, I don't know, they pulled it off. This definitely feels a lot better. I'm still getting my butt kicked a little bit, but it actually feels like I'm building a build here. I'm having options. Let's go for the Hex Bomb upgrade. Infused with fire, let's do ice. Perform 2 elemental infusions, so we've unlocked fire and ice. Or we've got fire and ice, and we've unlocked acid now. I'm gonna piss those things off. Because there's a nice little chain reaction up in there. It's also kind of a bad place for me to be. I guess it's not that bad. They haven't really surrounded me yet. Okay, cutting ahead a little bit. When I turn my TV on and off, it makes my monitors freak out because my TV is connected to my computer as well. I gotta figure out how to stop it from doing that, but all I've ever been able to figure out about the issue is that it's something to do with Windows and Microsoft has no interest in changing it, which really makes me hope that at some point Linux becomes actually an acceptable operating system for gaming, because I would love to be able to just handle all of this via Linux instead. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep maxing out Necro Whirl. If I can do that, then it's removed from the pool as well, so we can just focus on our own things. Though, in this case, we are almost done. New objective, vanquish Soulfish. His name is Soulfish, alright. He's just that dude hanging out in the back. Alright. I mean, that's... Oh, no, he does more than just hang out in the back. He does, in fact, have an attack. I appreciate that, though. Dodge chance? Nah, spell damage. Might be able to scoot through without taking too much damage here. Flawless? Okay, Solar Pulse. I guess I'm gonna keep going for Hex Bomb. Really just anything I picked those evolutions up for. And yeah, we just want to level up a bunch. Because I want to get Necro Whirl to maximum. Some of these other ones, like Crit Chance, would actually be lovely. But let's do Double Fire, because if I remember right, that gets really strong. Fine. Fire with lightning for plasma, or fire with fire. Let's go plasma. I don't know what that's exactly going to do. Presumably a lot of damage. Oh! And I can... Wait, you can keep going? So you... Oh, but there's no more evolutions. It's capped out. Whatever. So instead, to some degree, it might actually be more worth it. Oh, now it's showing it capped out. Size, duration. Or it could work on Solar Pulse. Nah. Ow. Ow! Note to self, don't do that. Fortunately, that's not nearly as good of healing as I'd like it to be. No, that's one of mine. I'd like to get my health back up, but it's going to be a little tough. We also don't do that much specific damage. Oh, that's when you can tell the obelisk is coming down, of course. I was trying to figure out like where the AoE for it was, and the answer is, oh, it's a giant shadow. Duh. That off, scoot through. Man, playing this with a controller works. I was originally gonna just play it on keyboard and mouse because I'm a lazy bones. But the amount of like fine-tuned dodging you can do with a controller is just so good. My hitbox is perfect. Just go for the solar pulse damage. I might die fighting this boss just because I'm getting impatient. We got him down to halfway, and never mind, we have a health potion. I think we're good. Health regen by 2. It's not huge, but that's still a notable boost. The main problem is mostly just getting the boss with this setup. Let's see, spell size, just make it bigger, sure. It still feels like, for how much I've invested into spell size for the Necro Whirl, it's not that huge. I get that it's balanced, but some part of me is a little sad that it's not bigger. Alright, 40% upgrade. Let's see, increases all of your spell size by 18. I'm gonna go over here. I've actually harmed myself pretty badly trying to do this. I guess all I have to do, really, is just complain about, oh, my spell sizes are too small, and the game will give me the spell size I'm looking for. It still feels kind of small, but I get it. If you made it too big, it 100%... Hey, so we've got Moon Mage now. If you made it too big, it would absolutely destroy your allies on the field. We also have acid spells. Lot of wizards. Let's see, severe threat level for the meadows. Anything else? No. So let's check our meta progression at the very least. And yeah, I've got other characters. So Moonerang, Rocky Road, and Arcane Broadsword. think I might still consider more of a projectile-based build for the next time I play this. So luck, more upgrades more easily, revive, speed, number of revives, spell size, rerolls. Here's a question. Did this wizard just get a... No. I do like the fact that it's the extra pickup radius, health, damage, or whatever to all wizards. That's fun that you actually get stat bonuses that you provide to your allies. Oh, this is health regen. It's cooldown. I'll get a reroll. I don't think we can get anything else. But this gives us a flat health regen of 6, which is actually going to be helpful. Alright, we'll do another run in a bit. Alright, round 2. I think I'm going to do Moon Mage. We've maxed out my meta progression for what I can do. And it doesn't look like I can do any more of these. We'll just have to, yeah, survive Frozen Ancients for 12 minutes. I guess I could do that. Yeah, why don't we switch levels? And let's not be randomly thrown into a multiplayer game. It doesn't look like we have the harder difficulties unlocked. I wanted to take a look at this one. Yeah. So, moderate, severe, and hardcore. Probably the easiest way to get that meta progression, but I don't think I'm ready for it yet. So we're going to go Moon Mage, who I think has kind of a boomerang shot. And I want to see if I can go for like a hard projectile build. I think this time around, now that I know... Oh, right. I forgot the ice is a serious problem with this character. We want to go for the luck upgrade because this guy actually reduces your luck. And we want to stack a whole bunch of luck. Like, whenever we're given the option, we want to stack it. Oh, boy. Yeah, so we're going to need a couple of upgrades to increase my movement speed. Luckily, I think enemies are just as slowed as I am in the brambles, but I don't know if they're messed up by ice. Let's see. Let's just go for a spell cooldown. And I no longer need to care too deeply. I think that even goes off. Yeah, this environment is much more, messy than the other one. What was I going to say? I don't know, we just need some movement speed so we can run over the ice and brambles without getting caught too much. I think my enemies are still slowed down just as much as I am, but it's still not something I want to roll the dice on. I don't want to take too many risks. I think I like the music for this zone better than the previous one. The other one was putting me to sleep a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of hello. I'm getting a little bit of Maybe She Will from like kind of the guitar riffs in the background. I haven't listened to that band for a while. I wonder if they actually still make music. It's one of those where like, I don't know, is it kind of depressing in a way? There are all these bands that I used to listen to, and, you know, I've stopped just because lack of exposure, forgot about them, just any number of things. And, you know, I maybe, you know, stop listening to them for like a whole decade or something. Ooh. So, golden spherical projectiles that travel towards enemies. Runestones launch in 4 different directions. Let's do the astral orbs. I think that might actually just be the, like, basic starting attack for the Reginald character, but hey, I'll take it. We just want to go hard projectiles here. So I don't feel any compunction to go for AoEs. But that might affect the Moonerang, because bigger AoE might also affect projectile size. Okay. Hunt down the golden crab, don't take too much damage. But that regen is going to keep me alive. Moonerang, spell range, astral orb, nah. Okay, do not touch the ice. Boy, this is a smidge tough. Got it. Okay, your spell casts and bursts. Your spell lingers at its furthest point. That's tough. Cast and burst for the astral orbs actually does make it pretty good. But I think I'm going to go for the Moonerang anyway. We just got to get that cooldown to be longer. I can very much see the Moonerang being quite powerful against groups if it lingers. Okay, astral orbs, base move speed, or pickup radius. Nope. Just boost those astral orbs. Yeah, the burst might have been better, because that would have just caused it to do extra hits. I just kind of want to hyper-focus on the Moonerang for reasons. Part of it is it's got piercing, so it'll actually cut through enemies. Yeah, so they're just as slow as I am in here, which is kind of nice. Okay, and we do have a reroll. I wonder if the reroll's on a per level basis or if it's a one-time dealio. I'd prefer it if it's on a per level basis, just because only one single reroll is a little on the rough side. I don't know. I'm a huge sucker for being able to specifically control what is in your pool. Rerolls, banishes, skips and whatnot. Though admittedly, like, a skip is just kind of a sad reroll of like, well, I guess I have nothing better. Okay, base movement speed, yeah. I think spell size really does include projectile size as well as AoE. Unless it is just the size of the projectile and not the size of the AoE. At which point that changes some things. Okay. Probably shouldn't be risking life and limb that much. But on the flip side, I guess it doesn't matter that. It doesn't matter. Luck by 8. I'm just going to keep snagging that. That's a good upgrade. Let's just hang out here. The enemies don't quite want to go through the geyser, and the geyser does not last long. It's fine. It doesn't need to. And now I'm imagining, what if there was a bullet heaven that actually had kind of the AoE and elemental combo effects of, like, divinity? That would be very cool. But also hard to program. Spell size or spell cooldown. I'm actually going to go for the spell size. See if I can get those boomerangs to be bigger. Wait. Oh, they get bigger at their terminus. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, I'd like to get the Moonerang to have a really short cooldown if possible. I wonder if there's a way that I can actually check its stats. Ah! DPS damage time. Well, that's not what I was hoping for. Oh well. I'll make do. Yeah, I was hoping with the spell stats I'd be able to see its, like, you know, attack speed and, you know, overall, like, projectile size and whatnot. Once again, that verbose mode would go so far. Okay, increase armor. Yeah, I'll do it. It's one of those things that feels wildly unnecessary until you're dying, at which point you wish you had it. Okay, crush the statues. Look and destroy the stone statues before they come to life. Fair enough. Oh, it's this thing. Do I just bump it? No. But I do have to hang out next to it. Okay, there we go. Scoot that. Don't take too much damage. Let's see. Dodge chance by 6%. Other thing I want to keep an eye out for are those treasure chests. We found exactly one of them the last run. And I legitimately would love to find more of those. Because it seemed like it had interesting features and effects. But I have no idea what they look like and where to... Oh, well, there's one of them. They're actually... It's really obvious. Okay, health every time you dodge attack. Less health you have... So it's just these for now. Let's go for the health every time you dodge an attack. And see if I can actually get my dodge chance up to something respectable. Because if I can get that up, I can potentially just, like, dodge heal tank. And not have to worry about too much about survivability. Ow. Okay, last statue. I got a minute to find it. How hard can it be? Probably just dead center. It's not these things. These are like the starting corpses. I have a sudden concern. I might not be able to find it. I'd be a little sad. Oh, there's one. Literally right there. Okay, got it. Wow, I got out of there without taking damage. That's wild. Projectiles split into 2 on hit, or spell aims the enemy with the most health. Base damage also increased by 12%. Let's go for the split. The split is interesting. I like it. I was hoping for more Moonerang upgrades. Oh, maybe I could have actually re-rolled that. I should have been paying attention. Okay. Avoid that. Don't get too trapped here. Yeah, we don't want to change directions or anything on the ice. If I stay going the exact same direction, it doesn't slow me down in the slightest. We'll need a magnet at some point, maybe. Rocky Road, Broadsword, or Phantom Blades. Not that I care too deeply for the Phantom Blades. Ow. Because they're a little awkward to pull off. Avoid that. They're awkward to pull off and a little hard to aim. Nah, I didn't get it. There was an attempt. I was hoping to snag the geyser. Okay. At least my resources are looking pretty good. Base cooldown of everything by 10%, sure. Because that wildly eclipses anything I'm going to be able to get. There we go. This is like that geyser cook some things and find some mushrooms. Okay, movement speed, spell range on the Moonerang. I think a little bit of movement speed wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, let's just hope there aren't too many bad boys. Whoop. Scoot it. Don't get trapped. Next mushroom. Phantom Blades, Astral Orb, more luck. I'm really hoping I can get my luck up to a high degree. It'd be pretty fun if I was specifically able to get, like, nothing but rare or epic or even legendary upgrades with every level. But chances are I'm not going to be able to get a high enough luck to actually achieve that goal. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a bit of a doozy. kind of figured. Got a minute left to find 4. I guess really 2 more. We know where one of them is. And if that's the only one left, it might actually be the only one left. Oh no, there it is. Good. I'm glad there was a spare. Huh. I'm gonna just do crit chance. So do we know? Oh, here's the augmentation. Spell aims at the enemy with the most health. Whew, that's a really good upgrade. Or Phantom Blades 4. You know, honestly, as much as I want the cool augment, let's just go for big zaps. I was hoping for more cool Moonerang augments more than anything else, but alas. Yeah, I think what I want to do is get the Moonerang's cooldown really short. Okay, well... That was a really good Moonerang upgrade, but I'm not saying no to luck. Okay, let's just send that off. It'd do a decent chunk of damage here. Should actually let the explodies explode. Spell range by 25%? Yeah. We want to get that maxed out. I mean, the luck stacking seems to be working. Base move speed by 12%. Heck yeah. Oh, this is going to be big. Go for the experience gain. Just in case that gets me a little bit extra. None of these are particularly amazing. I'll get Rocky Road. What if I could have actually skipped it? Oh, right. I can hurt myself with my road. That's a problem. Though I have a high enough armor that it doesn't actually hurt me. I'll have to play around with it, because it seems like it could be incredible if handled correctly. And yeah, the fact that I have enough armor that it's not actually dangerous to me helps tremendously. Okay, let's just scoot all this experience. Let's see, Rocky Road, Phantom Blades. Still doesn't hurt me, so maybe it's fine. Okay, max HP by 300. That actually is vaguely worth it. Good one-shot protection. Gives me a lot of potential runway for healing back up again. And yeah, currently that doesn't seem to make a difference. Okay, Moonerang, spell damage, cooldown, regen, spell damage. Okay. That's a decent amount of damage. But yeah, unfortunately the little sucker likes to run through crowds. You can kind of misdirect it in a bad way. Let's see. Spell does more damage towards the end of the trail. I mean, sure. Okay, so it does actually hurt me, eventually. Spell size? No. I'm gonna keep doing upgrades on the Moonerang. Well, almost. I don't know how much luck is too much. Because after a certain point, it's probably overkill. I just do not know what that limitation is. Let's see, Moonerang range. Let's see, pickup distance by 24%. We don't really need it, it's not that good. Okay, that did hurt. That's fine, it's worth it. Let's see. Unfortunately, I'm maybe a little too single-minded on one of these. Because, yeah, I want to get the Moonerang up, but I could get at least one or two of these to a higher level. Maybe. Phantom Blade's dodge chance. Spell cooldown. Nah, let's go for the dodge chance. Okay. It's a fairly good run so far. Hopefully we can unlock some more, like, starting spells and whatnot. Got it. And lightning with ice for white lightning. We've already done plasma. I don't know what white lightning does. Presumably, it's just lightning that slows things down. Okay, Mole Fortune's favor. Whee! I would love to know what my, like, drop rates are. Ow. That hurts. Like, presumably it's gotta be a pretty good chance of getting decent values here. And I should do Phantom Blades and, like, really build into that at some point. Because, yeah, having a machine gun sticking out of my face wouldn't be a bad idea. Moonerang spell cooldown. Like, I know I should be working on other spells, but getting my Moonerang so it's firing out constantly would be massive. It is by and far my largest source of damage here. And it would be remiss of me not to keep pushing that. I don't really need the range. I'll do spell size, though I don't actually know what kind of good that does me. Okay, more on astral orbs? Sure. Feels like I'm getting a lot more experience. Base crit chance by 12%, heck yeah. All that luck does make a difference. Like, it felt like overkill, but on the flip side, almost all of my upgrades at this point are extremely high tier. Okay, dodge chance by an additional 9%. I don't know what the maximum is. What is my dodge chance? 27%. Yeah, that could be higher. Alright. Kind of just scoot. I don't know how much HP these crabs have. I'm assuming it's a lot. Let's see. Just kind of keep our distance and not walk straight into a crab. Base move, speed, spell range. The thing is, spell range really doesn't help too much. What is my crit chance at the moment? 43%. Yeah, that's pretty good. Phantom Blade, Rocky Road. I'm getting a lot of these magnets too, which is nice. Decrease cooldown by 35%. I don't know what his cooldown is down to, but it's gotta be low. I'm not gonna bother with the extra experience gain. At this point, that may net me a level, but it probably won't net me more than one. Like, the boss is minutes away, if even. I do wish this was one of those games where you could actually crank up the enemy spawn rate, but maybe that's more viable on higher difficulties. Yeah, so I can hurt myself with my Rocky Road. Just not easily. Let's see. Increase my luck. Experience gain. Or Phantom Blades. I don't know. Yeah, the problem is I haven't invested into the Phantom Blades at all. How much shorter can I get the cooldown on the Moonerang? I mean, we are definitely hucking, like, a whole slew of them. Oh, is it the same boss again? Huh. I guess this is still in early access. So, I would expect some amount of repeated content while they're still filling in all the gaps. I was hoping to find some more of those cool treasure chests. The fact that there's only one of them so far is a bit of a downer. Spell damage on Rocky Road? Sure. I don't even know where the... Oh, there's the boss in this mix. It's fine. Astral Orbs. Let's go with Acid. I haven't done Acid yet. Okay, scoot through everything. They were reasonably strong here. Ow. Spell damage rate? Sure. Okay. Unfortunately, getting the boss to get hit by the Rocky Road is probably not super viable. Just gonna go damage rate on it again. Let's give it fire. We have all of the status effects now. At least all the ones I have access to. Okay, scoot through everything. Unfortunately, Rocky Road means I can't stand there and shoot things. Let's see, spell damage. Yeah. Even if it's not the most practical at the moment. Let's see, base cooldown. Spell damage on Rocky Road. It's interesting. Maybe that extra 17% experience gain would have netted me a level or two. The fact that the level cap is, you know, above 60 is nice. How would I describe this? I think this is one of the few Bullet Heavens I've played that functionally has no level cap. That you seem to level largely at the same rate no matter how far you are into the game. Obviously, it's probably slowing down a little bit. But it's one of those where... at least from my perspective, it feels like I'm still leveling at almost the exact same clip that I was at the very beginning of the game, compared to many other Bullet Heavens that are like, yeah, you're nearing the level cap. Oh, did I set myself on fire? I did. That's a potential doozy of an issue. Not a huge one, but still. But yeah, here I can just keep going and keep leveling endlessly. So the longer this takes, obviously, I think I'm still going to get overwhelmed by enemies. But at least there's a feeling that I can keep growing as opposed to being stuck or being endless, just being offered endless chicken, which is very boring. Oh, there is another one of these. I wonder what causes them to spawn. I'll just increase my armor by an additional 70. That seems like a good plan. Oh, I can dodge my own... I can dodge my own rocks for free healing. That's really funny. I can't imagine that that's gonna last, but I'd love it if it did, purely from a, like, why not perspective. Okay, ooh. Even with that extra armor, though, them crab enemies are tough. Well, we've unlocked the Pyrestorm Pit. Anything else? Oh, we unlocked something else. No idea what. Doesn't matter. Let's see. So, no new wizards. What else do we have? Doesn't say. Yeah. So we could go to the volcano if we want to. We also have some gold to spend on things. I think I'll boost luck for starters. Get another reroll. That seems reasonable. So what do we need for wizards? Equip a new spell 86 times, level up 600 times, or level up 1,111 times. Cripes. Yeah, so the rest of these are pretty easy to grab, but, or, the first 4 are easy to grab. The remaining 3 are tough. That's going to take a while. A lot of these are going to be fairly time-consuming and a fair bit of effort to get to, but that's okay. Wait, was that something about tier 3? Perform 15 enchantments gets me enchantment level 3. Oh? There's another group of enchantments, supposedly. Maybe. That's fun. For now, though, I guess I might as well mention that the Spell Brigade is available on Steam, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. And like I said earlier, it is 4-player multiplayer, so if you got a group of friends you want to play with, it's actually one of the better bullet heavens I've played, though I can very much see the friendly fire elements being either a boon or a bane, and I'm not quite sure yet. I'll have to see when I get there, but for now at least, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.